Hey friends, welcome back to the shop. In this episode, we are actually going to do another tool review thanks to our channel friend, IWISS. Now, if you caught our last one where we actually reviewed and used or tested their automotive battery lug crimper, and I showed you there kind of what that one tool was that it replaced. I've already chunked it into my scrap metal bucket, never to be used again. I'm 100% sold on the new one, and I've already been putting it to work. But this one now moves towards the smaller electrical side of the house for all the different wiring that we are going to end up having to do for this Mustang right behind us. And this impact is even bigger. Now, this is a big one, not because of the size of the tool, but the impact that it's already going to end up making here in the shop. Because it just doesn't replace one old tool that I've been using forever, but it actually replaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in this shop alone. This one is $80 just by itself because it's specialized, focused more on the automotive wiring and all the different types of crimps and wire connectors that are required for it. So this is massive on how many I actually get rid of just for one kit. All in a kit this size. I know, right? Okay, let's open this kit up. All right, we've got our instruction manual. We'll take a look at that in a second. We have the smallest tool of the two, and this is just your common cutter and stripper. I like that it is spring response. So that replaces some of my older pieces of junk that do not have that in place, as well as a lock. And of course, the big tool itself, the crimper. Then up top, we have all the various die to actually interchange on the crimping tool itself. In the instruction book, they actually do a great job of showing you the connector type as well as which of those die are for that connector type. That way there's no guessing. This really kind of takes that all out of it. And of course, the how-to crimp with these pictures in the back. So let's walk through a couple of them and actually walk through how easy it is to replace the die on this crimper. Now, these crimpers are ratcheting. So in the case, they're going to be completely closed. In order to open the jaws up, all you do is squeeze them together and we'll open up. From here, you can of course ratchet it depending upon the size of that wire all the way. And then of course, once again, to open it, squeeze it completely. Now, to remove the die, you'll basically hold the top tab, the bottom inside, and then pull away, just as that. That's simple. On each die itself, there is an arrow pointing in, letting you know the direction that these have to go in order to seat properly back in the jaws. You'll just slide it in until you hear a click. The bottom, exact same way. Grab and pull, slide in. Let's walk through a couple of them. With all the wiring jobs that we have going on in the shop right now, these are going to really be put to the test. So, cutter, no problem. Let's go ahead and strip some off. Nice clean strip. And then I've got some ground wires that I'm running right now. So let's test out the die on these ring terminals. So I already have the die in for these. And based on the size of this, I'm going to go here in the center. Let's go 3 in. And I'll squeeze it in. That wasn't quite, that was probably a little too big. So let's try the next smaller one. I can't pull those apart. That's awesome. That's a good solid crimp. So let's try a different terminal. All right, for the next example, let's do audio. I'm getting ready to do an audio upgrade in Dana's new car. So I've got some SCAR speaker wire here. Let's go ahead and strip it. And we'll need to change the die out for these. So let's go ahead, take these out. We'll look at our manual, see which one they recommend for the post connectors. And on some of these die, they actually have color codes with the blue, yellow, and red, so you can really quickly identify which of these your particular connector should go into. All right. We've got a gold-plated speaker terminal connector.
I love gold.
Just put it on in. Put it in the right place. Put it all the way in. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, that's it for this episode and this tool review. Just a couple of examples to show you how easy it is to interchange out the die and how solid these crimps are on a couple of different connector types. So big thanks to IWISS for actually providing the crimp set for us to go ahead and review, test out for each of you. I've got a lot of work. Some right behind me with Project Herald, a fan controller, the gauge cluster. I got an audio job to do for Dana. So I'm about to work this thing to death. We'll see how well it works out after all of this that I'm going to put it through. But if this episode was beneficial for you, whether you're looking to be able to add this to your shop or just replace some tools itself, be sure to smash that like button and let us know your thoughts. And until next episode, take care, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye.